Mr. Revealing here. Today's reveal, we have something you've been asking for quite some time now. Today, we are going to have an unboxing, and even more importantly, we're going to go over all the special connections and fittings needed in order to install this.
Mr. Revealing! He reveals stuff. He's so revealing.
This is the Xtron's Android receiver 9-inch screen for the 3rd gen Toyota Prius.
This is the box that was shipped to me. This product comes straight from Hong Kong. So on the top here, they had the FedEx packaging and tracing information. But there is the symbol for Xtron's. This was the Xtron's Android 10 car GPS radio stereo. The number for it was the PST90 PST-LB. Now they make all different kinds, all different levels of RAM, ROM, and different processors. But this is one for the Prius. They make two for the Prius, one with knobs, one with just total screen. I went with the total screen version. So this is how it comes straight from Japan. And when you open that, you get their box. Now their product, I'm assuming they make a bunch of these in the same factory because they're cheap. Xtron's tends to be a little more expensive than you can find some of the others. And I think part of that is because you get that fancy box. Look at that. The others probably just come in a bag, I don't know. But I think that's about it. That's what you're paying extra for. Maybe you'll get lucky and get better support, but hopefully we don't need to use any support. So here is the box. Now this one comes with 16 gig ROM and 2 gigs of RAM. And it is a 1024 by 600, supposedly, ISP screen. Bluetooth, I think 5.0, Wi-Fi. So when you open it, you have this cushy cover. You get an user's manual from Xtron's. Also with Xtron's, you may get a better UI, maybe. We'll find out and see if that's the case. And this looks like the unit itself. Now this does not have the CD-ROM drive. So like I said, it's just screen. Hello. With the buttons on the side here. Not actual buttons, but the touch buttons. And on the back, where you plug everything in. Hopefully they have the right connectors. We're going to try to put this in today. There it is. That's it. It's very thin. It's not small, it's thin. Like I said, no drive, so you don't need to go deeper. Probably no amps at all, so you don't need any of that. But there it is. So what else do you get in here? Now it's the connector time. A bag full of different connectors. Pull out the easy stuff here. This looks like the GPS antenna. that will plug right into the back of the unit. I was hoping I'd be able to use, there's a converter for the Sirius XM antenna, and you can use that, but apparently it doesn't work for the Prius. That you could buy separately, it's not included in this, but it works for some other Toyotas. All these things always look like rat's nests to me. Yeah, I don't know what we got here. It's the camera. This is camera in, so got camera cables. I think that this may be the camera one. I'm not sure. No, that's everything, because here's the all the AV cables for video. I guess if you're going to hook it up to monitors and that type thing. And you get two of these. These are the USB connectors. So you get two USB things you can plug into the unit, I suppose. What two do I have? I'll probably run one and hopefully be able to use it for an auxiliary cable. So other people could put their phones in and listen to whatever music they want to. And this one says camera. This is what I thought was the camera one. So maybe they have two different camera ones. But this one says camera. And this is the main harness for everything else. But there does say camera on this one as well. So that's it. That's what you get. Now, what did I pay for this? I paid $200 shipped. So I got for $200. I saw some other brands, probably very similar, down to $150 for almost the same thing. But again, this is as close to a name brand, fake name brand that you could find. The others, like I said, the UI, just from the images, didn't look as nice on theirs. Now that's what you get in the box. Oh, I didn't show you that beautiful thing. Driving entertainment, very clever. It's a clever little thing they have there because you're driving in your car. Now I'm going to show you the other things I got that I think I might need for the install. I purchased the actual unit from eBay, from a seller on eBay. Had a ton of feedback and good feedback. But again, that was $200 on eBay. The other things I bought was this auto trim removal toolkit to be able to tear the trim apart to get the stereo put in there. They're relatively inexpensive. It was $10.59. I got this on Amazon. A little beat up the box, but it's just plastic little pieces. Bag of them. To make the install go a lot easier. I guess this would be good to have around if you do any work on your car. I bought this from Crutchfield. It is a harness for the camera. So this is supposedly if you have an aftermarket radio, you can use your factory camera from your backup camera. I showed you those other harnesses. I don't know if those will work for this or not. The ones that came with this. But if not, hopefully this one will work for it. Now this one wasn't too cheap. This was like $30. Then it was like $8 for shipping, so it was almost $38 for this. So hopefully what came with it works and I can go ahead and return this, but I'll still have to bite the $8 in shipping, I would imagine. But I may need it. Got a microphone for this is an Xtron's microphone. I did pick it up on Amazon as well. It was only like $9, free shipping with Amazon Prime. And that's pretty huge. That thing is big. Maybe we could break that out and hide it better in the install. But I imagine you're going to want one of these if you install this. And the other thing, this was just something to play with. It's Xtron's brand. I don't know if you can see it in there. I'm not going to pull it out of this packet. This is something you plug in. It's the OBD2 Android Car Auto Diagnostic Scanner Tool. So in theory, you plug this into your car where where a mechanic would plug in to see what your code is if anything's going wrong on your car, or you get a little warning light or check engine light. And then you plug it in there, and then this relays to the head unit, and it supposedly tells you what's going on with your car. So not only will it tell you when something goes wrong, but also it's supposed to show you things as you are driving, like temperature, coolant, oil levels, all that stuff. I'm not really interested in that. The only reason I got it was because it was cheap. It was like $12. It was like $13, $12.98 shipped. So very inexpensive. I think it goes by Bluetooth to the unit. So very inexpensive just to play with and see. So that's the only reason why I got it. And that's it. That's all I got. All this here, and now we just have to try and install it. Here we are. After we try to hook everything up, we discovered we needed some more pieces to make things go a lot smoother and make a better install. So these are things that were not obvious up until we took the original head unit out and we're trying to plug in the new head unit. These are some of the things that we had to get in addition to what we already had. This was a big one. It is a 12 volt to 6 volt camera step down. This is needed to make the backup camera work with what comes with the package. This is needed in addition to, that is not included. So in order to make the camera work, we do need this piece. And I got this from Amazon, and it was $15.80 shipped. So the camera will not work unless you have this for the Prius. Another very big one is this little converter here that we didn't know we needed until we took everything apart. What that is the antenna retention converter. So what this is going to do supposedly is this is going to plug into the Toyota plug that leads to the antenna for the GPS or XM, one of the two. And then this will plug in the head unit, and then this will work instead of having to run another GPS antenna for the head unit. So this will use what's already installed in the car. You don't have to run anything, any extra wires. You don't have to put in the other GPS antenna. That should work. Hopefully that works. I was really looking forward to that one. That one was a little more difficult to find, but found it at a place called Discount Car Stereo, and it sold for $17.98, but with shipping, total was $27.22. So it is a bit steep, but for close to $30, you don't have to run another wire and put the aftermarket GPS antenna in. In theory, I hope this works. I'm really looking forward to this one. Also, got this piece here. This is another converter that'll hook up to one of the original wires in there in the back of the car. This is in the car. This is going to allow me, I realized I wanted to keep my USB port that's inside the car where it is. And so this, in theory, should prevent having to run the wire, another USB plug, or have a USB plug hanging this will convert, this will go into the car's wire, which leads to my USB port that's already existed in the car. This end will go plug into this, which came with the stereo, and then it's just a USB port. So the USB, so this ultimately is making my original USB port a working USB port for the new stereo. So hopefully that works as well. So these two are really cool because it cleans things up quite a bit and you don't have to run as much. The last thing I got and had on order, this one's pricier. It's about $50 on Amazon. It's the Xtron's dongle. There may be cheaper ones, other no-name brands, and they probably are. This is the box it came in. They are all, it looks pretty generic. So they're probably all the same. But this is supposedly, that's what it says on there. It supposedly allows you to use Android Auto or CarPlay through the dongle into that head unit, because the head unit doesn't come with Android Auto built in. Reviews, they have two different ones. This is the wired one, then they have one that looks just like this, but it's wireless. The reviews on the wireless are absolutely horrible. I'm not even going to try it. I don't even know how well this is going to run. I don't have high expectations on this. I'll probably return it, but just to make things go a little better, I'm going to plug that into the second one of these that I got with the head unit, and I'll give Android Auto a try. But from the test we did of the unit, everything seemed to work. So I probably don't need to use this if I'm just running my phone as a hotspot and using the new head unit as its own entity. So there are all the new items that we have to install. So hopefully this should make the install go smoothly. But you don't know until you tore it apart. Just wanted to give everybody another opportunity to see what kind of connectors there are. There aren't many. There are no USB or SD card slots. I don't see any SD slots. So you can't change the amount of memory this thing has. All it looks like it has is 4 antennas. I'm guessing one is for a regular antenna and one is for the GPS antenna. I'm just guessing. And then these are just to connect everything to your car, and the steering wheel controls, I assume, are in there because it's supposed to have that. And then I assume this is the power, where the power would go, and a fuse here. That's it. I don't see anything else. So that's all you got on this unit. And again, it is cheap, inexpensive, but I love the size. It's a 9-inch screen, so that's going to be nice to look at that. And there you have it. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please click on the subscription button as well. Please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And click that notification bell so that you get every video that comes through. So if you like this, you're definitely going to like to see the install and see how this unit actually works. Thanks again and have a fantastic day.